What's up, everyone? All right, well, I guess today will be kind of a successful bad day. The scanner's making a lot of noise here. I'm just gonna mute it for a second. Today, kind of frustrating. I mean, whatever. Trading can be frustrating. Today wasn't like more frustrating than any other day, I suppose. But started with some good gains, pre-market. First trade was only like 130 bucks. It was a false breakout. Next two trades were dip trades. Got myself to up 400. Got another trade, got myself up 1,000, then lost 100, so I was up 900. Got a couple more trades, was up 1,400. Got a couple more at the open, was up 1,800, and then lost $1,300 on PGY. So sitting just over 400. A reminder, as always, trading is risky. My results are not typical, so there's no guarantee that you'll make money as a trader. This is hard stuff, and you should practice in a simulator before you put real money on the line and take it slow. But today I'm feeling frustrated because it's it feels like a red day because I gave back 2/3 of my profit, and I'm just I'm a little bit bummed out. I'm just kind of like, I didn't. And then I'm watching this RDBX going higher, and I didn't trade that at all, and I don't know. So kind of a tricky day. We'll recap it as always. I hope you enjoy it. Remember, this week a couple of exciting things. So I'm teaching class today and tomorrow, algo scalping strategy for Warrior Pro members. Wednesday, I'll put a link right down below in the description. I'm going to host a concise version of that class for those of you guys on YouTube. It'll be like an hour and a half. The class I'm going to teach to students is probably going to be like 8 to 10 hours long, but I'll teach a concise version for you guys, which I hope you enjoy. So there'll be a link to register for that. It'll be taught live Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. And then I've also got a software update coming for Warrior members, which I'll show off to you guys later in the week as well. But in any case, thank you guys for being tuned in for the recaps for the morning show. As you know, we're running ads on the channel right now, trying to really add some fuel to that YouTube algo and hoping it helps with YouTube suggesting these videos to other traders, because I think that we're the best channel out there for traders, but the metrics on the channel have not been as good as they could be in the last few months, and it's sort of following this notification from YouTube about how they have the right to monetize on your channel even if you don't do it, which is interesting. So anyways, yeah, I'll get you a snack. So I hope you enjoy the recap. I hope you hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you back here first thing tomorrow for the morning show around 8:45, 9 a.m. All right, see you then. So finishing the morning here at $417.85, gave back about 2/3 of the profit I had on the morning on PGY, and a small loss on REVB. Green on phase, which was a trade at the open. So at the open, I was sitting with about $1,500 of profit, and then I had a winner on phase, so I was up like 1,800, and then I had these losses right here, which dropped me back to up only 417. So today's a day where trading past the open didn't end up paying. I ended up losing, but I mean, that's just the way it goes. Some days it's like that, and some days it's the way it was on Friday, which was fantastic at the open. So TBLT, this was actually, I think KAVL was the first. No. SIGA was the first one I traded. So we'll start by looking at SIGA. So SIGA on this one, early this morning, we had this wedge. Well, there's kind of a flat top pattern right here. Just a little flat top. Resistance was 1604. And I bought at 1595 to anticipate the break through 16. And we got the break, but up to 1618 and then immediately back down. So I made $130 on the breakout. And then I bought the dip here, and we got a pop back up. And we sold off all the way to volume weight average price, where I got another dip and a pop back up. So I actually made more on the dip trades than on the breakout trades on SIGA. The catalyst was monkeypox, and I thought it was worth a stab, but anyways, it did not end up working out very well. So kind of a small trade, couple small trades on that, 3 small winners. Next one was KAVL, algo spike, 8 a.m., has news, pops up from $1.30 up to about $1.90. Only made $500 on it. It's lower priced. Can't really take big share size of these because I've got my share size cap right now, but made a little bit on it. Next one was TBLT. Jumped into this one sort of mid-move here as it was squeezing higher right before this huge red candle. Right here hits a high of 78 and I jumped in at 70. Squeezes up to 84, took profit, and then all of a sudden it drops all the way down here. News of a secondary offering. It just was like hit at 908, $5 a share, 4 million shares, 8 million. Well, let's see. Anyways, so $20 million private placement, and this thing just got hammered. So I was very lucky that I dodged a bullet on that. That's the closest I've been to being long into a halt or into a secondary offering in quite a while, maybe ever. It was like seconds away from being in that. And the thing is, you never know. Those can happen at any time. I mean, we could check to see if a stock has a shelf registration, and this one did, but a lot of companies do, so that's not really uncommon. Shelf registrations are good for 3 years, so you have this one back here in 2020. It's still active. They said they were going to gave them 75 million, and I think maybe they did an updated one here in 2021 up to 100 million. But like I said, a lot of small cap companies do need to raise money. A lot of them have shelf registrations, and then even if they don't, they could put out the news that they've filed a shelf registration at any time, and that can be perceived badly as well. So it's just part of the risk of trading. It's a good reason to have a panic button on your keyboard so you can just cut the loss immediately as it starts dropping and not be just sitting deer in the headlights as it's going against you. All right, so then into the open, Phase was on watch, and I did get a trade on this, but only bought 1,000 shares. It was at, as it squeezed up here, 12.50. It goes up to a high of 13.67. Made $384 on it. Not a big winner, scaled out as it went up. Sold off into a halt down, and has now been kind of choppy. But because of the daily chart, blue sky setup, I thought over 13 was interesting. And we did get there, but we just didn't hold. And then we have PGY. So PGY starts squeezing up right here at the open, kind of like Friday. And I jumped in it. It was like $11.15 that I got in, added at 11.48, was looking for the squeeze up through 12. If we broke 12, same as Friday, that's a critical $6 level that we had on Friday that we broke. Unfortunately, it rejected hard, and I lost $1,300 on it, which is not bad, but was up 9,000 on Friday, but whatever. So, anyways, lost $1,300 on this. I lost $1,200. I got back in for a second attempt right here and lost another like 120. So that was PGY, and then REVB. I took a trade on and lost 120. That was as it was squeezing up right through here. And then RDBX, I've just kind of been like, I don't think I should trade it. It's a meme stock. It's below the 200 moving average. These are, I just shouldn't mess around with it. And yet it keeps going, higher and higher and higher. So, this is one where I start to feel kind of silly for sitting on the sidelines. But what do I do? What do I jump in here at 70? It's got no news. It's up this much. It's a meme stock. 200 moving averages at 652. I just feel like I can't, break the ice with my first trade this high up. So unfortunately, and I'm sitting at only 400 on the day, and I should just be grateful that it's a green day. This is a small green day, yeah, obviously, but small green days are good base hits, and this I could also look at this as a successful, bad day in a way, because it's not been a good day. So I guess the inverse is that it's been a bad day, but a successful bad day where I close slightly green is always better than a bad day where I close deep in the red. And that could easily happen. If I jump in this, up here and then it flushes 30 cents on me, I could easily go down 1,500 or 2 or 3 grand. So I think for me, this is unfortunately just one of those days where I wasn't able to get really dialed in. I sort of thought that PGY might make a big move. I took a little too much size given the price and the spreads on it. So went red, and then there hasn't really been anything that I felt comfortable trading to kind of start to dig myself out of the hole slowly. I'm not really in the hole. I'm green, but if I found something where I could maybe make 100 or 200 on RDBX and start to get comfortable, and then make another couple hundred, I could start to get kind of dialed in, start to sort of build a little cushion off this 400 level. And that's what I'll sometimes do when I have a bit of a loss. I'll be like, okay, well, that's my low point. I don't want to lose too much more than that. So I got to go really kind of carefully on the first few. And then if that's working, then I can start to leg in a little bit more. But I don't even really feel comfortable with anything enough to try to just go for really small trades. Like I said, RDBX, it halted up twice. On resumption, it hit this high of 510. Flushed down to 466, curled back up. At that point, I was like, no, it's still below 200. All the reasons, as I already said, too risky. So just have to kind of be cautious. PGY, yeah, $12 is still the level that I like. If PGY can get through 12, then, I'm into it. But, here it popped up to 1192, then it dropped down there to 1021. That's a pretty big drop. Popped back up here to 1098 or whatever, 11. So, $12, that's the level. If we can break through 12, then fine. I'm very interested in it, but you can see that we're just not there quite yet. It's down 6% on the day right now. So anyways, that's where we sit right now, about 10 past 11, and RDBX is pulling back a little bit now off the high. PGY is still hanging in there, but until it gets over 12, it's going to be hard for me to trust it, and I don't want to lose more. So can watch, if it gets over 12, then all right, maybe I can come back and take a couple more trades. But the problem is I won't be able to take big size because of where I'm sitting on the day. And if it breaks 12, it might go real quick to 14, and then I'll sort of miss that whole section of the move because I'm just having to be too conservative. So it may just be best to just say, well, green is good, shut it down, live to trade another day. So anyways, that's it for me. Reminder, as always, trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, so take it slow. And I'll be back at it for the morning show tomorrow morning. For Warrior members, we've got class starting at 11 a.m., so it's in 45 minutes. So class is starting soon. All right, I'll see you there. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.